Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to talk about the vaccine stocks. So these days the vaccine stocks are very popular, especially on Robinhood platform, and a lot of retail investor has rushed into the market because of fear of missing out. So today I want to talk about some of the research I've did and how I think about betting on these vaccine stocks. So first, I want to briefly talk about there are several phases to develop a vaccine. The first phase is preclinical, and after that there's phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And according to New York Times, the information I saw that there are already several companies who are currently developing in the phase 3, which including Moderna, Pfizer, and also AstraZeneca. And the very popular stock Inovio is actually still in phase 1 development. And for phase 1, it's only tested on a very small group of people to test the safety of this vaccine. And on phase 2, it will test a larger group of people to see whether they have different reaction to the vaccine and further confirm its safetyness. And on phase 3, they will test to a larger number of patients and to test whether this vaccine actually work on those virus. But even the company has moved to a specific stage, that doesn't necessarily mean that will 100% succeed. So in phase 1, the success rate would be 70%, and on phase 2, the success rate is 33%. And on phase 3, the success rate is only 25% to 30%. And so for the current COVID-19 virus, it's like a combination of SARS and HIV, and it's called SARS-CoV-2. So as we know, currently there's no vaccine for SARS or for HIV, and the development for HIV virus has been for around 30 years, and I believe the development for SARS vaccine has also been more than 10 years, but there's still no result. So that shows that the development of this SARS-CoV-2 vaccine will also be very challenging. And also, the average time to develop a vaccine is around 10 years, and even the fastest one is still need around 4 years. Given that now there's more than 100 companies is developing vaccine for COVID, and since we put so much efforts for that, we would hopefully for a less period of time than the average time, but it still need to take a very long time, especially in phase 3 when the biotech companies need like 30,000 volunteers to help them test the vaccine. So they need to give the vaccine to those volunteers and then send them back to the environment with the virus and to see whether there's less chances to get the virus. So with that being said, that means they need to find that bunch of people who are willing to risk their life to test the vaccine, which I believe is hard to find, and that also takes time. So after we understand that the probability of its success and how hard the vaccine is to develop in the current situation, so the probability of like one biotech company successfully develop the vaccine would be less than 30%. And since now there's more than 100 companies developing the same vaccine, so whoever have it first will be the biggest winner, and that biotech companies will immediately launch the mass production and benefit most from it. So after we're looking at the probability that one of the stock we pick will be the winner of this competition, and also how long it takes. Me personally, I don't feel like specific vaccine stock would be my choice at the moment. Although I invest in 2 pharmaceutical companies, including Pfizer and Merck, that is because after looking at the companies' like financial situation and fundamental, I believe those companies can stably generate positive cash flow, and thus would be a stable company to invest no matter there's vaccine or not. And if there is, it will be a plus. But other than that, I feel like it will be a very high risk bet. Although some stocks like Moderna, it may raise 20% per day, or some companies like Kodak may raise like 500% a day, just announcing that the government funded the company to developing the drugs. But there's also a risk that in one day it will drop 20%. And given that risk level and also the opportunity cost, I would rather invest in some other high growth companies like Google or Amazon. And although those companies have a higher share price, nowadays a lot of broker-dealer enable fractional share, so you can get a piece of shares based on your needs. And also one more information I want to share is I saw the SEC report of Moderna and INO. Both of their executives is selling their stocks recently, and I feel like if they are so confident about their product and they think their vaccine have higher chances to be successful and will have numerous returns on that, I just doubt why they're selling their stocks right now as a management of the company. So with all that information given, me personally is still watching those stocks because I feel like currently a lot of positive news already pressed in, so it will not be a good time to get in. Yeah, but it was interesting to watch, even though Jim Cramer said something that some institutional investors just take advantage of the retail investors by releasing some news while they know the insider is selling the stock. I just think it's interesting to watch and learn. So yeah, that's all my thoughts about vaccine stock today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!